Hey everybody, TJ here, back for another episode of Me Time, and I'm really glad you're here with me. I'm super excited. I'm just about as excited as I've ever been in my whole life because I have finally completed the Triforce. My wife and I are welcoming into the world our third son, Riley Mingcheng Sensula, and now we have the full set. My daughter, Jixing, my first son, Fei Yang, and now Mingcheng. So, you know, what can you say? I'm on cloud nine. And instead of the usual sharing of my opinions in this episode, I have an outstanding issue with one of my shows, and I thought I would seek your opinion. All my outstanding matters that I kind of need to resolve have to do with birthdays. So let's get started. The views and opinions expressed here are ours alone and do not necessarily reflect those of this channel or its affiliates.
And we reserve the right to alter them at any time if it's convenient or because we feel like it. So, take this.
Now, as I said, you're probably not going to hear too much opinion from me because, I'm in a deliberation process, but I'm hoping you can help me resolve that. First, I want to resolve an issue that I've had outstanding, and that is I owe some of you guys a happy birthday holographic Pikachu card. And originally, it might have even been over a month ago, I said I was gonna make one of these available as a giveaway, and because it took me forever, last episode I said I would do 5, and because I'm so excited celebrating my son's birthday, I'm actually gonna give away 10. So I picked a few at random, and then a couple I picked specifically because of the date that it happened to be. So without further ado, let's announce those winners. Congratulations to Ducky Jr. 1337, who celebrates a birthday on September 10th. Alan Cotty, and sorry if I mess up any of your names here, who celebrates a birthday on June 3rd. Lady Draco 87, whose birthday is February 25th. Philippe Lasterman, who was born on September 14th. Also Cody Stork, born on November 10th. Congratulations to you. To Game Geeks, oh hey, yeah, he was also born on November 10th. That is pure coincidence. And the next 4 I picked because of your birthday. OJ James Arcades was born on March 24th. That's the anniversary that I celebrate with my wife, our wedding anniversary. And you are not the only one to celebrate a birthday on the 24th. Creeper Leaper the Creeper also was born on March 24th, so I've got a happy birthday Pikachu holographic card for both of you as well. And even though my son was born on November 26th, his projected due date was December 1st, which also happens to be the birthday of the gaming ice cream. So I've got a card for you. And finally, a very special happy birthday Pikachu holographic card for Orbi, oh my goodness, I'm sorry for the pronunciation of this, Orbi Denau, who was born on November 28th, which happens to be today, so happy birthday to you. I'm very grateful and overwhelmed by all of the prayers and well wishes from all of you out there and everyone on Twitter, so thank you. Everyone is doing well, Mom is doing great. The other 2 kids are really excited to welcome a new brother into the family, and the wolf pack is complete. So I can't believe how blessed I am, and I'm happy to share my excitement with all of you. Now, on the subject of birthdays, I have a birthday coming up, which is on December 24th. I also share it with my daughter, Jixing, and we are celebrating with Smash Chess. Well, my daughter's not, but me and, well, TJ and Dark TJ are, and also with several of you. So if you have made a pledge to sponsor a piece on Patreon, you're in the game. I'm so glad you're joining, but I do want to do a quick reminder since you have to make your pledge before December 1st to be in the game. So if it's something that you had intended to do and you were thinking about it and you forgot, you only have a couple days left. So if that's something that you're interested in, strike now, get that pledge made, get into the game, and it will air on my birthday, December 24th. So I'm really excited to be joining the battle with a bunch of you, and hopefully some more of you guys will jump onto the board. And next, this isn't really a birthday exactly, but more of an anniversary. It's been about a year since Nintendo first announced the DLC characters were going to be getting Amiibo, Cloud, Core, and Bayonetta. And here we are, still no Amiibo. So how this relates to my other content, you may guess. With Smash Supremacy, the idea is I wanted to really see, because the Amiibo function differently than the computer do. I've ran tons of trials with these things, and the computer behaves in a certain way, and that behavior isn't modified by what the other characters do. However, Amiibo do change their behavior based on repeated incidents. And so with Smash Supremacy, I need the Amiibo to progress in the tournament to avoid, since I can't be beholden to Nintendo forever, and it is a show that is completely dependent on Nintendo. And at some point I committed myself to including all the DLC characters, but I really thought it was a safe gamble that within a year's time they were going to come out. I was wrong. They probably won't even come out for another 8 months or more, who knows. So I moved on to round 2, and I have several episodes that I can do before it winds up impeding the progress. And even after that, I can still move on to some round 3 matches and then progress as far as I can from there. I can't complete the thing until I reconcile those matches from round 1 and then round 2 if it does get to that point, in fact. But I'll just go as far as I can go. Mii V Mii is a different matter, because in Mii V Mii Season 2, you may notice that the Bronze Brawlers are good, they're fine. But Bayonetta is one of the Golden Gunners, and then on the Silver Swordsman, we actually have 3 DLC characters of the unreleased Amiibo, and that is Cloud, and then the male and female version of Corrin. Obviously, I can't play those characters because I don't have them. So what that means for the show is I have to make some sort of decision on how to resolve that, and I've got a few fairly decent options. The first obvious one is to force a forfeit. I'm not crazy about that idea, and the reason is because it's not really fair to the Golden Gunners, and even though the Silver Swordsmen at present are in the lead, that could obviously change, it seems like a pretty lame way to lose. This was what I was originally planning on doing if it got to the point where I didn't have enough, or if the characters didn't release in time, and that was to have a substitute, an alternate character come in. It'll be a Mii fighter. You know, if you've been watching the second season, that Mii's play a huge role, and I definitely have some backups who can intruder alert their way in and take those spaces. So instead of Bayonetta fighting, a substitute would come in and fulfill her duties because she can't. Then the other option, I can, for Mii V Mii, have the computer set to level 9 and continue with the character as is. So instead of using a Bayonetta Amiibo, I would just have the computer jump in at level 9 and play, since she wouldn't have the modified behavior from fight to fight if in fact she won, using Bayonetta as an example. And the same would obviously be true on the Silver Swordsman side of things. But I'm curious to see what you guys think. And so I think the way that I'm most content to settle it, because I'm pretty torn, is to do a vote. YouTube has this cool little poll feature. It's up in the corner right there. It's gonna pop up any second. It'll be in the upper right-hand corner. All you gotta do is click that little eye. It'll pop open to the side, and then you'll see which option you prefer. Click it, and whichever percentage has the most, by the time one of those characters needs to come in, then I will go with that method. So it's in your hands, guys. I like that there's some way that I can impart, or rather empower you to make some important and powerful decisions with the direction of the content. So I'm in your hands. The tournament is in your hands. Let's see how it goes. I'm really excited. Custom Conquest, what's going on? I just want to give you a little bit of an update. You may have noticed that there's been several weeks since my last episode, which was the Halloween special. The reason for that is mostly my son, my unborn son, who is now born and into this world, that put a lot of demands on our time, and it's a lot easier to rip out a Smash Supremacy and a Mii V Mii episode than the Custom Conquest, which each one, I'm not exaggerating when I say that each one is over 100 hours. So it felt like I was making more meaningful progress to be able to do several Smash Supremacy and Mii V Mii than to just be inching along with a Custom Conquest. I have still been working on it behind the scenes. I have made some new customs. Some of you have noticed some customs on that back shelf that have not appeared in an episode yet. Rest assured they will soon. And I am committing myself to an entire season. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk about this Smash Chess anymore, but I do have one more little bit of business. I'm really close to unlocking one of the rewards, which is Custom Conquest basic training. It's a five mini episodes that focus on a specific aspect of the Amiibo customizing process that are common to every Amiibo, and they're questions that I get asked about a lot. And so I don't go into great detail in an episode because these episodes are already like 20 minutes long, and I'm cutting them down from 40 or 50 hours worth of footage most of the time. So what these would do is just pick a very specific thing like heat treatment, and just an entire episode showing you how I do it, what the consequences are if you do it too long, and then also one about painting, some of the techniques that I use and some of the techniques that I know are common to a lot of other artists. It'll focus on some traditional techniques for fine art, also for sculpting, and it'll just be a very succinct way for you to reference mostly, and I don't intend for them to be a be-all, end-all for customizing, since I'm not the world's greatest artist. I just do what works for me. But I find that I profit from seeing how other artists go about doing their art and borrowing the techniques that they do that work for me. And so I imagine that it probably goes the other way around too, where maybe you don't want to do it the way that I did it, but seeing how I do it might spark some ideas for you. And that is like really close to being unlocked. And if it gets unlocked, then boom, they're going to be out in the world as well. So maybe now would be a good time to do it. If you had it, if you're feeling like you wanted to pledge, consider doing it this month, because that will help push me over the edge, I think, into that next area. This is a really short episode. It's really mostly because I just want to get your guys' opinion about Mii V Mii. Last episode, I threw a ton of opinions at you about how I felt with the Wii U and giving my own little Wii eulogy to send it off into the sunset. So thanks to everybody who watched that. Thanks to everyone who tuned in this time. Please cast your vote about how you want to see Mii V Mii Season 2 progress, because you guys are going to decide it. It's up to you guys. Congratulations to everybody who won yourself a Happy Birthday Pikachu holographic card. I'll get those out into the mail as soon as I can, but I am going to need your shipping address. So if you were one of the winners, then please send your shipping details and your name to CustomConquest@gmail.com. Also, make sure that you include your YouTube name and information so that I can make sure that I'm getting it to the right person. As always, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Now, I'm going to go change some diapers. We'll see you soon, and thanks for playing.